Morning, everybody. It's about 9:30 on a Friday here in Sabang, Palawan, Puerto Princesa. Trying to think of all the different things I was going to say. But anyhow, we're here on this, like I said, Sabang, taking a walk this morning. And noticed a couple things yesterday. There's a red flag warning, so surf was really rough, and I guess it's threatening rain maybe. Anyhow, the tourists, the vans, they usually got 30 or 50 a day or more, didn't show up because of the weather and stuff, because most of it's boat tours. That's what I've noticed here. Got a big boat stretched here, so I got a duck under it. So yeah, I would say 75 to 90% of the tourist trade here is all shipped in daily, through vans. Watch this cord coming up. Here, hold on. Trying to get under the cord. They have a boat tied off there, so the cable, the rope was stretched really tight. So when it was closed yesterday, this is, pretty isolated here. It's very dependent on the tourists here, especially where I'm at. And I'm sure many places else would apply in the Philippines as well, but something I noticed. So I wanted to talk a little bit about that this morning to you. So how important the tourists are to the Philippines, because I think this place should, unless they find something else, would shut down if the weather was bad a lot, or something happened with the tourists. But what I've discovered is they typically take the boats out. I guess most of them's going to the underground river, which is about 20-30 minutes up around the coast here, around the point, I think, over there. So there's one leaving, I think now. I think it's a tourist boat or fishing boat. I can't quite see it. But anyhow, they come in these vans and they take them quickly to the port there, and down the steps, and process them. Get them in the boat and take them over to the underground river. I think that's the main attraction here. So today they seem to be open. It's not as rough. It's still a rough surf, but not, I guess, as windy and the way it was yesterday. It sounds a little more mild. So, and the other thing I wanted to talk about is they have sea turtles here. I thought that was my first experience with one coming here the past 10-12 days that we've been here. So they got a nest up here somewhere. Hey, no thank you. No thank you. We're fine. And yeah, he's trying to sell some stuff, which is understandable. So they're out here every day, and we're probably the only one on the beach almost. There's a gentleman there. That's the 4-Point Sheraton Hotel area, and they keep their little place raked really clean, cut 2, 3, 4 times a day, whatever's necessary. Because with the rough surf, we got a lot of no thank you. No thank you. And the seaweed washes up, that's what all that is. So it's not trash, it's seaweed, and pretty much every day there's some. So yeah, they walk the beach, and today, and with the weather being bad yesterday, they're a little more isolated because there's only so many people to talk to. So, but that's the Sheraton, that's the big mountain behind them. So getting back to the sea turtles, I thought it was pretty cool to be in the area where, the other thing here, why it come to mind is they dig these holes in the sand, and that's how they clean up the beach, because there's really limited spots to put the seaweed. So they dig a big 1 meter by maybe 2 meter hole, and they pour the seaweed in it and just bury it. because unless it's a big typhoon, this sand's not really going to go anywhere except during a typhoon. Of course, it's all natural. It's not like you're burying trash per se. So that's what they do with seaweed. I discovered that yesterday. I said, why are they digging all these big holes? It's like the kids that play, you know, sandcastle or something, just really messed up the beach. But that's how they dispose of the seaweed here on in Sabang. So I thought that was quite smart and interesting. We'll walk you down to the sea turtle here. It's not very far. I think they only have one on the island that I'm aware of. At least here on this part in Sabang. One in Sabang. I'm sure there's dozens of them, or if not hundreds, in Palawan. So that's one of the workers there this morning cleaning. So, but yes, at some point, I don't know how many weeks or months ago, the sea turtle crawled up out of the ocean. So it'd be a really unique experience to see one either in the ocean swimming or crawling up out of the ocean. It's really not too much to see. It's they've got it gated off to keep people and dogs out of it. They've buried some seaweed here because it's really torn up. Normally the beach is very smooth. See if I can step up here. Sorry for the camera work as usual. Seems to be slick or something. Anyhow, this is it tells it on the front here. There you go. February 4th, 2025, eggs and nest, 112, estimated to hatch on 4th week of March 2025. So coming up in the next week, or this coming week, so any day now they may so it looks like it's about 24 inches by 24 inch hole. They dig out and bury lay their eggs, which they said this one has 112 eggs. And then they takes from February 4th to March, the end of March, so you can kind of figure that out. February, a couple months to hatch. I thought it'd be much longer than that, but we are dealing with eggs. So that's a sea turtle. I'm not sure what kind of sea turtles they have of the varieties, but it doesn't say that as far as I can see, but there's a little picture of a typical sea turtle. So yep, crawl out of the soft China Sea and come up here out of the where the water can't get to the nest and lay their eggs, because obviously everything that was underwater would probably kill the eggs and turtles. So I thought that was interesting. So that's a couple things I wanted to touch on, is the tourist trade here and how critical it is in Sabang when the weather's not good or COVID or whatever. One of the people who were renting a place from here said back when COVID was for 2 years, a lot of businesses went under, and you kind of still see some of them not open. And then at some point, I think it was probably before or after, Odell, the typhoon Odell, hit this area really hard and just like double whammy. So I'm not sure if that was before the COVID or after. If you know, leave it in the comments. I don't really know. I did hear about it starting to miss it, but so it's that kind of day where it may be a little misty or sun and that downpour. There was some red and orange warning, rainfall warning labels. I think just south of here. I'll call it south towards Indonesia. Well, that's all I got this morning for now. We're going to walk around, try to stay dry. Like I said, it's misting, but always warm, so you're never going to be too chilly here in the Philippines. So, thanks for watching. That's the morning here, turtles and tourists. Got any questions, comments, or can help out in any way in a positive manner with your input, that'd be